let me just say how appreciative I am, and I thank you for giving me the chance to be here, and frankly, to be back here in Lancaster. I had the great privilege to have served as almost 7 years as the United States Attorney, and that included Lancaster County. So Berks County, all the way out through the Lehigh Valley, as well as the 5 counties in the region of Philadelphia proper. I want you to know how delighted I am, legitimately, to come back here and have an opportunity to represent what is only a little more than 30,000 people in Lancaster County. I think 6 municipalities in a borough. But I'm also very aware that there was and is, and quite understandably, an interest in the county remaining whole, maintaining the singular representation of the Congressman. And it was a very difficult process for everybody. But in reality, I think one of the circumstances is we had a wealth of riches, is really the best way to put it, in the sense that we've been able to win some seats in places that we haven't won them before. And by winning these in the suburbs, both Mike Fitzpatrick in Bucks County and myself here, and having Jim Gerlach and Joe the ability to be reelected, we now had a situation in which, as the city was moving out and we had to get 120,000 new voters be part of those districts, it pushes everybody west. And simultaneously, and you respect the idea that with senior congressmen like Congressman Pitts and Jim Gerlach, who are saying, I'm anchored to these districts, and I want to be able to maintain my association as much as possible with that particular district. What it created then was a circumstance in which, it's almost like toothpaste through the tube. Where do you go? And I just want to express my recognition that it was a very difficult job for the legislature to be able to try to accommodate all of these various interests. And I sort of sat back, and we all did. We appreciated that there was not an easy solution, and the legislature had to try to figure out a way to make it work. I think they did a heck of a job. But all that brings me around here today, in which having the opportunity now to serve in this Congress, one in which there's remarkable challenges that we face as a nation. But I do believe that it's going to be in this cycle, whether it's this particular year or in these coming years, that we as a nation are going to finally come to grips with the great challenges that we are facing. In fact, we have no choice. But I do believe that this is going to be a period of time in which we're going to ultimately be able to have the American public appreciate the great challenges and to support the decisions, and there's going to be a need for some courageous and tough decisions down the road. So what the challenge is going to be to do is to promote opportunity by creating the readiness for the private sector to develop the jobs, but in order to do that, you've got to create the kind of an environment that has predictability and creates the recognition that those who take risk are able to benefit from that risk, to support innovation and entrepreneurship. But in order to do that, they have to know what the game rules are. Regulatory agencies, tax policies, all of the things that stand in the way of positive growth are the challenges that we're facing. Let me just conclude my comments by saying I'm looking forward to the opportunity to continue to fight for the issues that are important not just to this region, but to the United States of America. People comment about, how are you going to be able to deal with a district that goes from Hershey all the way out to Berks County? And I look and say, the issues are the same for all Americans, in the sense of having a desire for opportunity, freedom, and standing by the principles that we believe in. I look forward to the opportunity to serve, and I look forward to making the personal relationships with each and every one of you as we press forward in these important days ahead and months ahead. And Ethan, thank you for the chance to say hello again to old friends and to make new ones.